What is up, everybody? As you guys can see, I'm up back testing. I'm always looking at charts, always looking at my wins, looking at my losses, trying to see where I can improve, where I can get better, where I made my mistakes, where I can improve and stuff like that. As you can see, it is 3:48 in the morning. I do not play about Forex. I do not play about my craft. I'm determined to get better and, just be a better trader so I can help other people and take my trading to the next level. If you hear some crying in the background, that is my dog. Dog sitting for my mom, and she's crying right now. And please disregard the noise in the background. Sorry about that. So anyway, I'm going to do a little breakdown for you guys tonight, and it's going to be going over the GBP AUD trade that I did take 2 days ago. I took it I believe I took it Thursday. When was the 16th? 16th was this past Thursday. All right, and I made $4,200. I made $4,200 in about a minute, guys. Like, no lie, like a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna break down this trade for you guys here so you guys can see my thought process, look at my entry, my exit. This was also a scalp. This wasn't a intraday or a swing trade. Everybody knows I am a scalper. That's what I like to do. I like to be in and out of the market. I am practicing on catching swing trades and intraday and catching bigger moves. But for now, I will probably always be a scalper. I like to scalp. I enjoy it. And I make a lot of money doing it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and break down this trade for you guys here. I did highlight my entry on here. I'm trying to find it real quick to show you guys where I took this trade, but I don't know what happened to it. So let me try to find it here real quick so I can show you guys where I took it. So we took this trade on the 16th of July. So let's go to the 16th. You guys can see the date at the bottom. Right. Oh, there it is. Boom. Right there. Okay. So let's open this up. So, all right. Here we go. So basically, let's start with the daily time frame. Okay. I usually start out with the monthly, weekly, but for now, we're just going to start with the daily because that's enough for now. Okay. So if you guys look here, obviously we are in a downtrend. The market is dropping. GBP is dropping right now. Okay. Market's making lower highs, lower lows, and it's a clear downtrend, a clear setup. Okay. Now normally I trade GBP and GPY, but at this time GJ was kind of like stalling, so I just kind of glanced over to GA, and I saw a really nice setup that I could take for it, so I decided to go ahead and take it. Okay, so on a daily time frame, you can see all of these daily candles are pushing down we are in a bearish downtrend. Okay, so let's drop down to the 4-hour time frame, and let's streamline this a little more here. Okay, all right, so here we go. Okay, now I'm going to draw out my support and resistance levels. So over here we can see we made a high over here. This is a lower high over here, up here. All right, make this a little darker. I like it super dark. Here we go. Okay, so I made that dark up here. That's my resistance up there. I'm gonna put another one kind of right here because I have some reaction at this level here. I see price came up and rejected a couple of times in this area here. So we're gonna come back down and we'll put one. I guess I'll put one. Well, I don't need to put one here because this is where my QP is. But let's put one over here just for teaching sake. Okay, you guys can see. All right, I have my support levels down here. I have my resistance levels up here. And as you can see, price was bouncing in and out of these levels right here. So if I measure this level to this level, we're looking at 158 pips. Okay, it's a lot of pips. That's a big range to trade in. So obviously on a 4-hour time frame, that's not considered a ranging market or anything like that because it's a clear trend, and there's a lot of room to catch a move, and it's a clear move inside this range here. So drop down to the 1-hour time frame. Okay, and you want to see confluences on all the time frames. Okay, so how we started off the daily and the 4-hour, obviously everything was in a downtrend. If you go to a time frame and you don't see that it's telling you something different, analyze some more on it, and make sure that you're making the right move with whatever trade you decide to go with, because if you go against the trend that the market is in, you could be taking a risky trade or gambling at that point. So you always want to know exactly where the market is in what time frame you're looking at it in, and what's the correct trade to take in that time frame, depending on what trend the market is in. Okay, so obviously this is a downtrend. It was a downtrend on the daily, downtrend on the 4-hour, downtrend on the 1 hour. So guess what? We're looking for sells. Okay, if we're looking at the downtrend, we are looking for nothing but sells. So on the 1 hour time frame, I see clear sells. All right, so now once I see clear sells and I know that there's volatility in the market, I took this trade New York session. New York session, there's a lot of volatility in the market, probably around like 6 in the morning to right around, I want to say like 11 in the morning. Around that time is really when there's a lot of volatility. The market is doing a lot of movement, and there's plenty of opportunity for you to catch, pretty good moves in the market. Okay, so basically what I did was, when I came to the chart, the market was kind of in this area here, kind of bouncing around. And when I saw that it was making, all these rejections on this support level here, and this was, by the way, a 4-hour support level. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it off here like I normally do. So let's make that a 4-hour support. Okay. Why is that showing up white like that? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Let's make it black. Here we go. Okay, guys, so 4-hour support. The higher the time frame you go, the stronger the confirmation is. Okay, so if you're looking at a support or resistance level and price is rejecting off a certain level, or price is rejecting off of a certain level on the higher time frames, keep that in the back of your mind, that is a strong price level, and you want to pay attention to that level when the price gets to that level. I'll always expect some sort of reaction. Okay, now we drop down to the 1 hour time frame. I'm going to draw another little resistance area right here. Okay, because price rejected over here a couple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A lot of times, okay? And when you see that, you know that price might come up here, it might reject, it might come down. My risk reward ratio is very low, because if I take a sell here, my stop loss would be somewhere up right up here. And if price should come up, then, tap it or take it out, then I know that, wasn't my right trade. But if it doesn't, then you know what? I have a really good trade going down, okay? And again, what are we looking for? Sells. We're looking for sells. Okay. Normally I would have that written here, but this time I don't, because this is not my main pair. But it sells nonetheless. Okay. So, but here's the thing. This is a downtrend, and we're looking for sells. But I took a buy. I took 2 buys on this trade. I will explain why in a moment. Okay. So let's drop down to the 30-minute time frame real quick, and let's open this up some more. Okay. So, where did I take my entries? I took 2 entries. So let's get my horizontal array here. And let's make it blue. Okay, and we're gonna put it here, because I took my entry on this candle, on this this bullish candle here, right next to this one right here, and I will explain why in a moment. But let me put entry. I'm gonna put entries there 2. Okay, because I took the second entry. I'm right around like maybe 2 or 3 pips away from it, so I'm just gonna put that there. So the first entry was taken at 1.79670. 79670. 79670. Okay, boom. Right here was one of my entries. The other one was probably a little bit above that. Okay, so it's about right on top of it. Okay, but for this trade, we're gonna put the exit at. I exited somewhere up here, I believe. But let me put it in here so you guys can see. Exited at 79985. 79985. Text. Exit. Okay. And there we go. Okay. So if we measure it here, I closed out at 31 pips. Is that right? Oh, the fees. Took out on the fees. Okay, that's right. Okay. But anyway. Okay, guys. So I will explain why I took my entry here and why I exited up here. Okay, basically I looked at the market here, and we are basically in a ranging market over here. However, if we measure this range, this is a 83 pip range. 83 pips is a lot of pips. You could catch easily 10, 20, 30 pips out of that range. Okay, especially on the 30-minute time frame, which is the time frame I like to take my entries on. I do not think I even looked at the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, I probably didn't, but if I did, I would have seen it a lot more clear in terms of an entry, but I saw it on the 30-minute. This was a 15-minute candle. This was another 15-minute candle, which shot up. This was the actual candle that I caught. I caught a little bit of this one, but this is the actual candle that I caught all the way up. And this move, like I said, guys, took about a minute to like like 2 minutes, maybe at the minute 30 max, for this thing to shoot up. It shot up so fast. It was like I was in and out. I was in and out in no time. I just took my money and I closed out. Okay, I'm gonna take this off real quick. Okay, so this is why I entered over here, because this is where we are here. We are at a strong, let's go back to the 30-minute real quick. Okay, if I had caught this move down here, like if I would have looked at GA when it was down here, I would have entered at this point in time and I would have rode this baby all the way up. But I came in the market late. I looked at it late. But if you look, why all these rejections? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all these rejections down here are telling me, and this is a 4-hour support. So first influence is all these rejections, a whole bunch of wicks down here telling me that price could not come down here and close. Next, I had this strong support level here, which was a 4-hour support, and price could not break it. It kept trying, it could not break, and price hasn't been down here in like forever. Look, it's all desert back here, and then it finally comes down here back on the 6th of June. That's the last time price was at this level. Okay, so it's been quite a while since it's been over here. It hasn't been able to come back down here for a while. So when it finally did come back down, could not break. So then price started coming up, and price was doing everything that it was doing in the past. Always look to the left to see what price is going to do. So if you come here, you'll see all these candles kind of bouncing around, forming next to each other. It's kind of choppy if you really think about it. A little bit risky to take trades in here, but if you're experienced and you have experience with this pair, you would take it, like I did. Okay. All these wicks up here, I mean, this is a perfect level to take trades in. Between this line and between this support and this resistance, it's a perfect level to take a trade in, because price keeps on rejecting up here and it keeps on rejecting down here. So price is kind of like ping-ponging in this area right here. So your risk to rewards is very high in terms of taking a sell here or taking a buy here. Okay, so I got in this trade here and I just rolled this candle up, and this thing shot up quickly, and you can see it at 10:30 in the morning. 10:30 in the morning, super high volatility time in the market. So when this candle started forming, it completely shot up. Plus, remember, candles did a whole bunch of dancing back and forth, ping-ponging in this area here. At some point, you're going to see some strong momentum candles. So this was a momentum candle. This was kind of a momentum candle. So whenever you see candles with big bodies, that's telling you there's a lot of momentum and there's a lot of volatility in the market. The more strong the candles are, the more volatility is in the market, and the stronger the move is going to be. Okay, so that's why I was in and out of this trade in like 2 minutes, 1 minute maybe even. Okay, and I exited up here. Why did I exit up here? Because what did I have up here? Rejection. What you have to remember when taking a trade is that price may not always reject the same place that it rejected in the past. It could reject a little sooner, could reject a little later. That is going to be up to you when you decide to either get out of the trade or stay in and get some more. Based on my experience, I'm not greedy. I was happy with my profits at this point. I was up $4,000. I mean, $4,000 in less than 2 minutes on this trade. So I knew I wasn't going to be in long. I was just going to scalp it, take my money, and get out of the market. So I took it. I took this trade. As soon as the candle shot up, I waited till it got kind of up here. And then once I saw it kind of rejecting a little bit, I decided to just get out of the trade. And why did I do that? Because I saw all these rejection candles and all this up here. Now, I would have had a runner running for this candle, for this trade to continue up, but I decided to close out both my orders because I was afraid about this resistance up here. It's been holding for a while now, and it's a strong resistance. So I say, you know what, I'm good with it. I had already made my money and I was good, so I was able to just get out of the market satisfied with the profits that I had made. Okay. And it was a good thing that I did get out of the trade, because look what happened. All it did was range up here, made a little tiny range, bounced around like it did in the past. And what did it do? It melted. It just dropped, and went right back down here. So for next week, today's Saturday morning right now, but Friday evening, the trade came up here, and we can probably expect this to continue up. If it breaks this level here. Okay, it's already broken the highs here, but it closed below. So this is a little trouble area here, because you can see the price came up and then it closed below. But that's because it's market close. It's the weekend is coming, so the market is just kind of slowing down. But if you see price come up, and I would say break here, I'm more of a conservative trader, so instead of saying that, you know, price could, if it comes here, then you could take the buy. I'm more conservative because what do you have here? This little minor resistance right here. So I would like price to pass this area right here, and then you could take something up to possibly like this area here, or even take it all the way up to this resistance level and see what it does. And this move right here could be a 57 pip move, okay, which is not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so basically on this trade, I just wanted to break down, you know, why I took that entry there. Okay, because of all the resistance, because of the momentum that was in the market and the volatility that was in the market. And also I had clean candles to the left. I had this clean candle here. Yeah, I had some baby movement here, but I had a lot of clean pushes all around. So I gave me the confidence to get in. And what the biggest influence that I had was the fact that it was 10:30 in the morning and there was a lot of volatility in the market. Whenever there's a lot of volatility in the market, your moves are more likely to play out than they are to not. Okay, guys, so I hope I didn't go too fast. I hope I was able to help you guys see some of the reasoning why I take the trades that I take. Okay, usually when I start out my new charts, I kind of clear everything out and I start from scratch. Depending on whether or not I'm in a trade or not, because sometimes I do whole trades to see how they go. But for this one, I did not. Okay, I did not leave a runner. I just kind of closed out and kept it going as I did. And thank God that it did, because look what happened. It came right back down when it probably should have kept on going. But we are still in a downtrend, so maybe this could not even come up here at all, turn around, retrace, and just start pushing back down, or it could come down here and just start ranging some more. This pairs can be a little pain in the butt at times. It ranges when it wants, but when it does move, it does make big moves. Okay, so that's why I love GBP pairs. You can never go wrong with GBP pairs. They move thousands of pips a day, so you can always catch moves with them. They are notorious for fake outs. Before, when I used to suck at trading, I used to get caught in fake outs all the time, and I would lose because I would be in such a drawdown and I would get so frustrated. There was a time that I just stopped trading GBP pairs altogether because I could not take the fake outs. But once I mastered my price action strategy, I was able to overcome that. And now GBP pairs are my favorite pairs to trade. They're my only pairs that I trade right now. So I don't want to ramble on too long. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to call it a night here. But I hope you guys, like I said, enjoyed the video, got a lot of knowledge out of it. I'm going to try to drop a breakdown video probably twice a week from now on my Instagram and on my YouTube. And if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that you guys want to question me about, please drop it in the comment box or DM me. I respond to all of my DMs and my messages. And for those that are still asking, yes, I'm still working on my course. Breakdowns like this will be in my course. They'll be a lot more detailed, though, a lot more precise in terms of my entries, my exits, price action explanations, everything, how to identify higher highs, higher lows, support and resistance levels, everything is going to be in the course. I'm going to go in a lot more detail with it, but I'm going to make it extremely simple and extremely understandable for anybody to be able to understand it and to profit out of these markets and make yourself hundreds of thousands of dollars every single day, every single week, every single month in these markets if you put the time, if you dedicate, if you're up at 4 o'clock in the morning back testing and studying your losses, studying your wins, dedicating your time to this craft. If you're willing to do that, guys, I promise you, stick with me and I will show you everything you need to know about how to master these Forex markets and become a really good trader. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next breakdown.